Okay, guys. Hi, how are you? We are back for a quick pop in. I wanted you guys to hear the interview with Dustin Ross and Moses from Love and Marriage Huntsville, who is married to Sonny. Moses kind of gives his take on the situation between he and Sonny. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about this story, but Moses has not done an interview yet to give his take on what's going on and what went on between him, Sonny, and Destiny. So he's going to have an interview and answer questions from Dustin Ross, and we're going to play it now. Of course, this is from Carlos King's channel, so we're going to play the audio, okay, so that we can stay within the ramifications up over here, honey. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and play, and let's get started now. Everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Now, I may be stopping periodically so that you guys can so that I can probably throw in a little commentary in between. Okay, all right, so here we go.
This the man, the myth, and at this point the legend, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what's up. It's definitely nice to be in conversation with you, bro. Your name has been such a central part of the conversation surrounding this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we definitely thought it was only fair to give you your side and to hear what you have to say about just things and your experience with the show in general. So welcome to the conversation today, Moses. How you feeling, man?
Oh, fantastic, man. Thanks for inviting me here to get my point of view. Just ready to get it out,
Yeah, for sure, man. And this is not a, take down Moses conversation or, this is not an attack. This is an open conversation for you to literally just let us get to know who you are as a person, bro. We were introduced to you last season on Love and Marriage Huntsville. We heard about our season prior to last, excuse me. We became familiar with your name through your connection to Destiny, but we need to know who Moses is in general. So aside from that connection to the cast, just talk to us a little bit about your background, where you from, Moses, and who you are as a person.
Well, my name is Moses. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
All right.
North side of town. Born in the Park area. Businessman, entrepreneur. Been an entrepreneur since I was the age of 19. Been on the real estate since I was 19. Got a logistics company now that's doing great.
Okay.
So I just been doing me. I'm an entrepreneur. I done tried a lot of different ventures.
Yeah.
Own liquor stores. I done done it all.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I think it's been a lot of mystery and concern around exactly what it is you do. So when you say you're an entrepreneur, talk to us a little bit about your logistics company now and a little bit just about what you've done previously. I know you said you owned a liquor store, which is a huge accomplishment, right? It's not an easy feat. Talk to us a little bit about the entrepreneur, Moses.
Well, I grew up always, entrepreneur mode, 7, 8 years old, cutting grass, big family. Grandmama had 9 kids, my mama was one of them. I grew up in the 80s era, a lot was going on. But coming up, I had to help feed the household, so basically it started my entrepreneur journey there. Some things that wasn't right, but I had to do what I had to do. That's what I call it at that time. Not using it as an excuse, but just I always wanted better. You know what I'm saying? Started owning property at 19. My grandmother gave me a property, took that, fixed it up, sold it, bought 3 more properties. Just, 2008 came around. I was flipping property. Got stuck with a lot of them double-digit numbers at that time when the market grew. I became a landlord, so.
We remember that time, for sure.
So I became a landlord, had double-digit properties. So it worked out great, Unfortunately, I took a fall, because I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. But I was luckily able to hold on to all those properties, while I was gone. And that's, what helped me out when I eventually got released, And I transitioned to the logistics game because I was reading up on it, I studied on it, and I know it was a big business, and I figured I had something to offer big companies. So I done got into a few contracts to where it's favorable for me.
Yeah.
It's big tickets. I'm just getting my cut of it. And it's great. Yes, sir.
Well, we love to hear that, man. And I love to hear when people apply their business acumen from one unconventional industry maybe to another, because it does mirror the same effort of strategy and application of theory and things like that. So I think that's really dope. Moses, do you have any children?
No children.
Okay, no children yet, right? Because I know you said you on the show. You said it may be any day now. You know that you may be getting some news, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, that's what's up, Moses. Now, we were introduced to you on the show through your relationship at the time with Destiny, who was a cast member at the time, and we weren't necessarily privy to the inner workings of your relationship. We just knew that you were a element in her story or in her life, and now we've got what appears to be a much larger window into exactly what was going on. So talk to me about the origin of your relationship with Destiny. How long had you all known each other, Moses?
I've known Destiny for about 15, 16 years now.
Okay.
I met her 2008. I was in a previous relationship. She knew I had a girlfriend at the time. I was in a committed relationship. She chose to still date me at this time. You know, at that time, she worked for the airlines, I think Delta. You know, she used to be able to fly in and out, so she used to come and visit and stay a weekend. But it turned on to be multiple times. We became a friendship like.
Discover new Dove
Okay, guys,
Whole Body
sorry
Invisible
for the
Cream.
ad. Okay,
A
in
new
3,
whole body
2, 1,
deodorant
we're
that's
back.
blissful.
Sorry about the ad.
Friends with benefits type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, she came to St. Louis, see how I was living, seeing my entrepreneur spirit, seeing what I was doing. And she liked it. She liked, for you to be a young man, you really handling yourself well, taking care of yourself. So it became a friendship, you know, with benefits, even though I had a girlfriend at the time and she knew that. So she pretty much been my side chick for 15 years.
Wow. Okay. So when you met Destiny, because I think a lot of the gray area surrounding your relationship kind of roots in.
Let's pause. Now, he mentions that he was in a committed relationship with someone. Destiny knew that he was in a committed relationship with someone, but she chose to still see him behind the scenes and be the side chick for 15 years. This is starting to make a little bit more sense. Destiny, baby, you might want to do an interview to clear this up, because the way you made it sound like you were the main chick, but it's coming off as you were the side chick. Let's continue.
Origin of it, right? I think that people were kind of confused on how the role that you all played in each other's lives initially, because I think initially the story we were presented with was that you all were kind of like friends from back in the day who were starting a budding romance. But to clear that up, you've always had a romantic connection with Destiny ever since you all had come to know one another.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there wasn't necessarily a pivot. That just was how it was. You met
it. Off a flip. It was just, went to Atlanta one time. I think it was So Deaf weekend on the Browner Brothers Hair Show. I used to go every year.
Okay.
You know, I was living my life. A couple of my friends going down. I met her through a friend, you know, that knew one of her friends. And when she seen me, it was kind of like an instant attraction. You know, she wanted to get with me. She wanted to holler at me. So I ended up giving her my number. Like I say, she worked for Delta. So I think I came back maybe a week or two later. She flew in.
Okay, but he gave her the number that was kind of a little willy-nilly if you was in a committed relationship. Now, Moses, now that won't right to be giving your number out here to Destiny if you was in a committed relationship, even though she might have been looking good. Now, that won't right. So Moses sounded like he was playing the field just a little bit. Let's continue.
Okay.
It continued, you know. She knew I had a girlfriend at the time. It didn't matter at the time. She was just like, she wanted to be around me. You know, she liked my energy.
Okay. And so that went on. You all had just a casual, you know, relationship where you spent time together. Did that kind of go in like waves, or was it consistent from all 15 years that you've known Destiny?
Went in waves, you know.
Okay. But more time was spent on than off, you would say.
So I say both. You know,
all right, so let me pause, and I don't mean to keep pausing, but now that he is mentioning this, guys, when people keep asking Destiny, did she mess with Martel? It's kind of seeming like that's something that you would do, Destiny. Why you keep getting mad when people ask you that? If you met Moses and you knew he had somebody, why is it so far-fetched for somebody to ask you if you ever messed with Martel when that seems to be your thing that you like to do? If you mess with Moses while he was in a committed relationship and you didn't care and wanted to be the side chick all this time, then I can see you messing with Martel. I can see you smashing Martel and that not be so out, you know, so far-fetched. But let's continue. That's weird. That's because she come off as this wholesome type person, but it's giving wholesome instead of wholesome. But let's continue.
Look, we grown, right? We know how these relationships work. You have acquaintances where you encounter people in life, and you all have a connection. And sometimes, you see each other when you see each other, and it's all good. And then you go back and live your regular life, and it doesn't negate the integrity of the connection. You know what I mean? It's just like we're adults, and you see each other when you see each other, and that's the nature of your relationship. So was it kind of like that, or was it like we're dating, but there's interruptions? You know what I'm saying?
I was more like when we see each other, we'll catch back up, we'll catch up, we'll get each other number again. We'll hang. It was always love, for his friendship,
Yeah.
I mean, about things that going on in her family. She knew a couple of my friends, things that happened to them. So she'll reach out, I heard this, hope you feel all right, how's you holding up, stuff like that.
Okay, cool. And so you knew Destiny prior to, obviously, if you've been in a relationship with her for 15 years as friends, you knew her prior to her marriage, her previous marriage, and then after, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what was you all's connection like during the time that she was, dating her ex and married to her ex-husband?
Well, I reached out to her one time.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me that she was engaged in a relationship,
Okay.
So I respected that,
Yeah.
We talk as friends at this moment, and she was like, send me some pictures. I looked at them, I'm like,
Okay.
I looked at them, and in my mind, I'm like, that ain't the type of guy that Destiny's attracted to or used to,
Really?
So I told myself that, to myself, like, I don't think that's going to work,
What did you see that was different from what you knew her interest to typically be?
She like pretty much hip dudes,
Yeah. In the mix of.
So now what he's saying is that Destiny sent him pictures of herself and LeBaric, and he kind of made an assessment to say this ain't somebody that Destiny would be with, because Destiny like those thuggish type dudes. Why you sending your side dude pictures of your soon-to-be husband or the dude that you thinking about marrying? Why are you sending pictures of you and your new dude to your side dude? That's some messy bullshit. But let's
type dude.
Yeah. And her ex was not that per what you saw.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so that was pretty much an indicator of what you foresaw maybe the future of that relationship being.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wow. Now, are you connected to anybody else on the cast other than, of course, your wife, Destiny, your wife, Sunny, excuse me, and your previous relationship with Destiny? Were you connected to any of the other cast members on Love and Marriage Huntsville, or were those the only two that you knew?
I knew more so. I met more so.
Yeah.
I met Maurice before. I met Stormy when they came down from Melanie.
Okay.
Monica. I met Stormy's husband. I met Tiffany, and I met her husband.
Okay, cool. So what was your connection like with Maurice and Marceau, particularly because we saw on last week's episode, you all had a sit-down conversation kind of pertinent to your experience, taking on this new relationship with Sunny, and of course, kind of the conversation surrounding that. It appeared that reflected like a more of a connection or like a previous friendship. Did you all have some sort of connection that would kind of warrant that conversation, or was that just a discussion you decided to have?
We more so reach out from time to time, talk to each other, about business. He let me know when I come to Huntsville. He let me know things he got going on. Let me know what I got going on in St. Louis. Maurice the same. I come down, talk about sports. I went on a date with him before, him and his wife.
Okay.
Get together, when I was with Destiny. Okay. So I been around these guys enough to have a connection. Then our Midwestern connection bring us together. We can talk about some things.
For sure. I'm a Midwesterner too. I'm from Michigan. So I totally get the vibes, man. I just thought that was interesting because it's very personal. I think that there's a line that has to be followed here, right? Because we're talking about a relationship between two married people, okay, which is very personal, very private, very specific and unique to two people. And I think a lot of opinions and a lot of judgments per se, and just, a lot of perspectives are being added to the mix of something really personal. So I thought it was dope that you are willing to be that vulnerable and open, you know, and have a conversation like that surrounding your business, essentially, on the show. You know what I mean? Talk to me about what influenced you to tell your story this season and participate in the show this season, Moses.
The first and foremost, I wanted to come on here and protect my wife, you know, because my wife is a genuine, caring, loving person. You know, she'd give anybody anything. And she was totally professional. You know, I met her totally, we started talking totally after she was off the show. Mm-hmm. Totally she was done whatever they say relationship she had with Destiny. It was afterwards. So for me to have to come on this show, I wanted to come on the show was just to speak up for her, you know, mm-hmm. because she did right by Destiny when she was producing her. You mm-hmm. know, I don't know what people saying about the friendship, but all I know they had a work relationship. Mm-hmm. Every time I was ever around Destiny and she talked about Sunny, my wife, it was business. It was business. You know, Destiny came to St. Louis plenty of times. She called other people. I never heard her say, let me call Sunny, hang out. It never was that. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the point now that, she was my friend, I just don't get it.
You didn't see that. Okay, so that's really eye-opening to kind of what made everyone involved kind of feel confident in the decisions that they were making moving forward, right? Because that's a big question that a lot of people have had, Moses, specifically for you. I think that people on the outside looking in, the viewers, will assume that there was a moment, and maybe you can clear this up for us now, right? There was a moment, and I think this is what people kind of take issue with, okay? I think that people assume there was a moment where you willfully made a conscious choice to say, hey, I'm going to pursue Sunny, even though I know it's going to hurt Destiny. People feel like that was a decision that you made. You chose Sunny over Destiny in your history or any assumed loyalty that you may have had. Talk to me about that space in the timeline specifically, and we'll get back to kind of how things went in order. But just that specific point, I think, is what kind of is influencing people's perspectives, you know, viewers' perspectives on the situation. They feel like that will reflect maybe like a callous nature or like a, you know, some sort of disloyalty to Destiny. Talk to me about what influenced you to choose to pursue a relationship with Sunny, all things considered.
See, first and foremost, you know, I never met my wife or got with my wife to hurt Destiny. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I go back again to say I haven't seen Destiny since January the 3rd. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen her all year. Okay. So after my birthday situation, that's another time I didn't see her. So I had a conversation with Destiny. And I said, we should just go back to being friends, you know, because I gave you a chance to be exclusive. Mm-hmm. Didn't work out. It didn't work out. You didn't show up. No matter what you said about me, you didn't show up. I showed up for you. I did what I could. But you wanted to be famous, okay? So moving down the line, I'm outside a little bit. I'm dating a little bit. In July, I see my wife. I pull up on her. She talking business. She knows some of the business people I know. She's talking business. That's what she do. So I pull up on her. We have a conversation. We talk about some real estate. End up getting her number, you know, just strictly business at this time. So I give her a call August, you know, give her another call. I like her conversation, you know, I'm like pull up on her. You know, I like her conversation, where she's going. So I told her I want to meet her one day. I want to meet up with you, you know. She's like, what for? You know. She waited another day. She said, I'll meet up with you. So when I meet up with her, we have a conversation. I'm like, I like what you're doing. I like what you got going. You guys might drive, you know. I understand, you know, I know you used to be a producer. I used to be a boyfriend, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Maybe we could do something together, you know? Yeah. She's like, no. My wife, first thing, she's like, no. She felt some type of way. She like, it might be a setup or something like that for the show or something like that. I remember her saying something of that nature. But after a few days, my wife called me back, said, you know, I weighed my options, you know. I know her, but she just an associate, you know. I know, work associate. You could be my future husband. You know, I like what you got going, you know. So we date August through September. Mind, I haven't seen Destiny at all. Just texting, you know. I'm just texting because I knew her for 15 years, you know, making sure she okay, you know, just checking in because I know she was going through things kind of unstable. So October came around, me and my wife made it official. And during this time, Destiny still calling me. I mean, not calling me, texting me, trying to get in. It's over with. It's over with at this time. So when she said it was over, she chose her in August, I never got that text. She always called and text, but I quit texting her completely in October when I made the conscious decision that my wife is everything I need.
Yeah.
I said, this is the one for me.
Yeah.
You know? Because to me, Destiny is not wife material.
God.
She got issues that she need to.
So y'all hear that? He said Destiny was not wife material. He knew that. That's why he played with her for 15 years. And I feel like she wanted him, but she had a lot of other stuff going on. And I feel like she just knew that he won't get ready to be wife for her because y'all know a man will play with you as long as you let him. And that's what he did with Destiny, okay? Destiny was coming down there busting it wide open every other weekend. And you gave him really nothing to see, you know, anything solid in you. You were allowing him to do what he wanted to do. So he wasn't thinking about trying to wife you up because he knew he could play with you whenever he wanted to. And sometimes women need to stop doing that. If you're looking to be trying to get a ring, then you might want to hold a kitty cat back just a little bit. Okay.
You know, I'm not trying to, but
all right. We're not here to bash that.
Yeah. My wife is just she matched my fly. You know what I'm saying? She just matched my energy, her drive, the way she get up, the way she go, the way she's, you know, business oriented, the way she, you know, everything about us fly to me.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all I'm concerned about. I asked God to let me find the right woman. Now, I've been through stuff too. You know, I've been through divorce. So I learned from things to where, I was dating around, but I had to find the one. I think I'm a handsome guy. Women like me. I like pretty women at that time. So I'm dating. But when I found the right one, that's what I did. Cut everybody off, and that's what it is.
And pursued your wife. So, and listen, that makes sense. You know, people are drawing chemistry, you know, and people have different similarities and different things in common. And sometimes you just are better paired with other people. You know, that's just life. I think that a lot of people had questions about the timeline, right? Because when it comes to like relationships overlapping or they're just being maybe the gray area that we all know definitely exists when you are transitioning in and out of relationship with people. I think a lot of people have identified the timeline as a way of implicating blame per se, or implicating, you know, who kind of pushed the dominoes over in this case. So let's just get back to the timeline just a little bit so you have an opportunity to just kind of clear all of that up for the people that are viewing the show and people who have those questions. You said that you had kind of stopped your regular communication with Destiny or seeing Destiny in January of last year, correct?
23.
Yeah, 23. And so between January of 23 and the time that you met your wife Sunny in August, or reconnected with your wife Sunny and connected with your wife and Sunny in August. So you and Destiny had not seen each other in those 8 months at all, correct?
Oh.
Now, when was your birthday, Moses?
It's in April.
In April, mine too. I'm an April 10th. Yeah, I'm April 10th. Okay. So what was it about? I guess what was your expectation of Destiny at the time that your birthday came around that did not happen, and how did that impact your dealings with her at that time?
It's not just that. It's you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You're so sick.
Okay, guys, sorry for this ad. You can't control the ad. Sorry about that. Here we go. We're back.
She was going through a lot, man. I was trying to help her out, you know, certain situations, get her on even playing field, you know, because...
Are you speaking about financially, Moses?
Financially, just get on the ball, you know, because you traveling around but everybody want to be famous, chasing fame, but it's not making sense. You know, it would be somebody flying you to an event, getting your hair and makeup done, but what else they put in your pocket? You know?
Yeah.
So when it come to me, then you call me and say, I got to do this, I got to do that, and I'm looking out. It's like, what you want to do, get yourself together or just have fame? And when it comes to Madani, I'm telling her, I said, you know, you don't own this building, so when is the cutoff date if you don't get to own it? Because I don't have no problem helping you at the time, put the suites in there, but I'm a business owner myself. If I don't own the building, I'm not putting nothing in it, you know? So she was studying, fighting, and arguing with that. Another situation came up with, I think about the property. I think they split the equity or whatever, but she didn't want to go down in price to get the property sold, take her cut, I told her, I was like, sometimes you got to lose to win, you know, to get yourself. You can't be like Fred Flintstone, you know, feet tapping the ground. You know, you got to get on the ground, you know.
Yeah,
you get on solid ground. You can't build a foundation if you ain't on solid ground. I'm too old to be playing, you know.
Yeah.
So I gave her a shot. You know, it's just that she hold accountability. She didn't come to see me. She just wasn't trying to put nothing to stand on and move forward, you know, to grow. And when it comes to that, it's just like, it's time out for that. So to me, I think we just, in April, I made a decision, like, we just go back to being friends with benefits at this time.
So between,
y'all hear that? It was friends with benefits. Baby, when he said not the Fred Flintstone with the feet tapping the ground, I said, wait a minute, what? But y'all hear, he cleared it up. Friends with benefits. It was not no relationship like what Destiny tried to put it. She made it sound, oh, we were in love, we were supposed to be together, we were supposed to have a baby, girl.
It sounds like it was a combination of things that kind of maybe changed the way that you view Destiny and maybe some of her decision making, right? And that's important when it comes to talking about like a life partner. You and Destiny were talking about future plans and we're in a relationship. And so it sounds to me like what you're saying is that there were some fundamental differences when it came to the way that you all approach business and just priorities and things like that. And the way that Destiny was handling her business or maybe not handling her business, did that impact did it change the way that you saw her after a 15-year friendship?
Yes, sir. Because it's like, when you going to get it?
Yeah.
You playing the victim. You know, use your pain as motivation. You know, you gotta grow. Come up with success. You know what? You know, I've been through things too, but I don't let that stop me from growing. I'm going to get another contract. I'm gonna prove you wrong. You tell me no, I'm gonna get yes over here.
Yeah.
That's what I tell her, but she the victim. She the victim.
How did things change because again, this is not I don't feel like in order to tell your story, we have to tear down Destiny.
I'm not trying to.
Right? And I don't believe you are either. And so, but I can sense a difference in the way that I can sense that there is maybe something happened that kind of changed the tone amongst you all right now. What was the shift that made you kind of change the way you look at Destiny as far as feeling as if you have to defend yourself or defend your wife, Sonny, in that case? What was the pivot from being where you have a 15-year friendship with benefits at times and we are in that mode with one another where we kind of look out for each other and you were even supporting her financially through some of her hardships? How do we pivot then, Moses, into opening the conversation with the fact that Destiny chose to be in a relationship with you while she knew that you had another partner? So how do we shift? How does the conversation go, the tone of conversation go from I'm willing to help you through your hard times to now you were here under false pretenses from the beginning? What pivoted to make you feel like you had to defend yourself in that way when you speak about your relationship with her?
It's just that she's on a bash mission. You know, she ain't saying none of the good things I have done or the things that my wife has done. She's going straight off to what she fumbled the ball and she want to blame everybody else. I already said I was guilty with communication. Only reason I didn't want to communicate to her because I wanted to make sure it was real with my wife. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to hurt her just to hurt her. You know, but married, it is what it is. I made my choice, you know. I know she's going through things, so I'm guilty of that. But the way she's bashing and keeping it going, I don't like it. The way she's trying to bash my wife, act like they was friends, and it don't sit right with me.
Okay, sorry for the next ad, guys. In 3, 2, 1, we're back. Sorry about that.
When you were dating Destiny in relationship, let's get to the part that a lot of people feel like is the most gray area, right? Which is any sort of contact or communication that you may have had with your wife, Sunny, during your relationship with Destiny, right? Talk to me about any times that you, like the first time that you encountered Sunny while you were in relationship with Destiny. Was there an attraction? Did you even really notice Sunny at that time, or what was that experience like for you? You know, just speaking honestly as a man, what was your experience like when you met Sunny while you were in relationship with Destiny? Because I think that is the spot that is in question for a lot of people. And I think that that's influencing what some people's current perspectives of you and the choices that you guys have made in your relationship may be. So clear that up for everybody, Moses. What was your interaction with Destiny or interaction with Sunny like during your relationship with Destiny?
Well, the first time I ever heard of my wife was when Destiny came to visit me one time. She said, I'm requesting a new producer.
Okay.
She's from St. Louis. Her name is Sunny. I said I might know her, you know, because I'm known in St. Louis, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked, I heard the name before, but I never really saw her. You know, I might maybe saw her in passing or seen her in passing. You know, so the next time I heard of her, she was bringing Destiny to St. Louis.
Okay.
For the Monica concert.
Okay, yeah.
So I went to the concert and I met her. You know, she gave me a wristband to get into the concert. Sunny went her way. Destiny went to the back, got dressed. She performed, came out. She chilled with me for a while. And then we got out of there, you know. So that's the second time. Well, that's the first time me really seeing her.
Mm-hmm.
Then I met her one more time. She came by a dinner that I had for Destiny for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Stopped by, you know, we ate. Then we left. And then that was the last time I seen Sunny until I encountered
August.
Yeah, to 23.
Yeah. Okay, and so during those times, you know, was there an attraction at present, or was there any sort of spark, connection, anything, or was it just a casual meeting in passing, just like happens all the time?
It was just a casual meeting in passing. You know, I was with Destiny at the time. You know, so I didn't look at Sunny no type of way at the time.
Mm-hmm. And so, that was just how you all met. And then, so when you connected in August, what was different about that meeting besides the status of your relationship with Destiny, right? What was it during that first meeting in August that made you kind of look at Sunny differently or kind of just, you know, cause the question in your mind of maybe I'm interested in that, or maybe I want to explore this connection further?
It's after we conversated a few times. I got her number in July. You know, I seen that she was talking business. We both was talking business about real estate, about 1 or 2 properties. And I said, you know, we need to get each other numbers, catch up and talk. So we talked. I called her a few times, I think in August, and we had a conversation. And I said, I like the conversation. I like the she work out, the way she get up every day, the way she handle her business, you know. Then I even heard certain other things going on where she's handling her business.
Yeah.
So I gave her a call, like we need to meet up, you know. At this time, I knew I wanted her.
Okay.
I knew I wanted her at this time.
Yeah.
So when I put up on her, you know, nice, fly, you know.
Yes, fly.
So she came out, she didn't have she was toned down, you know. She wasn't, I think probably like a little son, but she was toned down, like,
yeah.
Good. So she was like, what's this meeting about? What you want to see me about? And I just let her know, like, you know, I like your style. I like, you know, how you carry yourself. For the way you carry yourself and your business acumen, I feel like we can really do some things together. You know, I'm single. I don't have any kids, you know. She didn't have any kids, so I'm like, maybe we have some here. She like, no, you know, she kind of like, this might be some type of TV thing, like, yeah, set me up. I'm like, no, it ain't like that. You know, like I say, and I told her, I said, man, Destiny ain't working out. I don't see no, you know. She like, no, you know, and she just said, all right, we kind of broke it up. I said, well, I shot my shot, you know.
Yeah.
So a couple of days later, you know, I guess she prayed on it. She called me. She said, I had a talk with some accountable partners. They're like, that was just a business friend, you know, business relationship. So, you know, I don't owe her nothing like that. You could be my future husband, you know. So we gave it a shot, you know, and that's just what it is. But at that point, I think I should have let Destiny know.
Okay.
You know? But I wanted to make sure that it was what it was.
That there was even something to let her know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what was your communication or the frequency of your communication like with Destiny at that time in August? Because your relationship with Sonny kind of materialized between August and October of 23, right? So what was your communication like at that point in August with Destiny?
Mostly like good morning, you know, just good morning, good night. You know, I acknowledge her every day. You know, just
staying in communication.
Just staying in connect. Because I wanted her spirits to stay high. You know, because with her is, you know, it's just different things come out every day. You know, lawsuits, this, that. You know, from what I know. You know, every time getting issued, and so I just try to. And then her dad was going through something too at the time. Mm-hmm. So I'm just keeping her in good spirits. But I knew at the time that. It's just, but I still looked at her. I knew her 15 years. You know? Yeah. I want the best for her. It's not with me. Yeah. I gave her all the advice I really can give her, and she's not taking my advice. It's like she's moving how she want to move. Ain't nothing I can do. I asked to come and see me. What can I do? You know, at this point.
So it sounds like the timing was coincidental, right? It sounds like at the time that. Which we've all been through that stage of kind of weaning out of a relationship and transitioning out gradually, right? You start having thoughts and you start thinking, maybe I don't feel a little differently about this now. And it'll affect the frequency of communication. It may lessen, or you may, you know, show up a little bit less, and you gradually ease your way out of a relationship. So that's the stage that you were at with Destiny at that point, correct? Which is why you were open to the new connections. It wasn't just Sonny. It could have been anybody that you had connected with at the time.
But I never told anybody that I was in a relationship. You know, the new dates I was going on. You know, they knew of Destiny. This before my wife.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I never misled anyone. You know, right. I could have, you know, the couple people I cut them loose. That's where I'm at. I'm with my wife. So that's just what it is, you know.
So I think another thing, and thank you for that clarity, because I think that was a big piece of the puzzle for most of the viewers. They feel like there was a space where you were misleading, essentially, right? And carrying on a connection with Destiny while you were pursuing Sonny. And that never happened, correct, Moses?
Never happened. That never happened. Because when me and my wife committed to each other, and I told them, cut all communications, and we move forward.
So what was the difference? I saw that at Carlos King, shout out to our boy Carlos, at his live podcast in Huntsville, there was a conversation that you and Sonny had when you came on stage. And the part of the conversation was about showing up for your wife or showing up for Sonny in ways that were a little bit different from what we saw when you were with Destiny. Going back to that time, right, when you were in relationship with Destiny, was it a conscious decision on your behalf not to maybe be so present in her story on the TV? And if so, why? Like, why was it that we didn't see maybe as much of you during that time?
Because I really knew that Destiny wasn't the one. You know, I had another engagement at that time too. Two companies was merging.
Okay.
You know, I work sometimes through a carriers company. I partner with them.
Okay.
And we had a contract, you know, decent sized contract, get a nice piece of it. So, like I said, instead of being famous, I'd rather get the money.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? See, some people want to be seen because people make some things up like he just want TV, he just want fame. I don't care about because I could have came to the reunion, done that, but that's not really my forte. You know.
Come on, Forte.
But I gotta show up for my wife. You know.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different. It's my wife. This is the person I'm spending the rest of my life with. This is the person I'm attracted to. This is the person that loves me unconditionally. This is the person that show up for me. And I gotta show up for her. You know, I gotta protect her because this is her career. My wife is a producer. She got her own stuff going on. Her own series on Tubi. I gotta plug that too. Sunshine
plug it. Yeah.
Sunshine series. Go see it. Go check it out on Tubi. Streaming now. Sunshine 2 is in it's getting made as we speak. This family is getting made as we speak. So just support my wife, just a breath of fresh air for me. You know, come from where I'm coming from. She got a different light.
Yeah.
That's a different light. And that's my blessings, you know, and I'm a light for her, you know. We just compliment each other well.
Do you feel like you and Sonny kind of, because according to the viewers of the show, right, per their view, per their perspective, we didn't find out about your relationship with Sonny until you guys were married, a married couple. Now, was there an intention on your behalf or you and Sonny's behalf as a unit to not be so public with your relationship while you were dating? Or did it just go down? Like, did you all keep your relationship private during that time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now talk to me about what influenced that. Like, what made you guys want to keep your dating experience private?
Because just, for me, that's the type of person I am. You know, I just wanted to keep it private anyway because I knew how people would look at the situation. People who don't know, you know. But once we got married, I knew it was going to come to a head to where people would know. But I can't damn my wife like she wanted to post. That was her happy day. That was my happy day. My family wanted to post. You know, because the only close family was small. You know, we planning the wedding again this year, big wedding. You know, so we kept it just small. But when the family wanted to put out, my wife wanted to put it out. I can't say nothing about that. And that's when the blogs found out. That's when it took a twist. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't change it for the world. God put us together for a reason. I knew that, you know, when I've been through in life, I knew the type of woman I wanted. You know, somebody I can build with, somebody I can grow with. And he blessed me. You know, so man, when a man finds a wife, man, he finds a good thing.
Come on here,
and
I'm
just so happy, bro. Like, because it ain't too many to pick from, man, because some people got different problems in different areas. The way they got so much big D energy.
That's some shade right there.
But you gotta be a woman. You know, you can't, you know, always be with the rah-rah. You gotta be a woman, you know. Understand your man, learn to understand your husband, understand where you can help him at. And I do the same.
Didn't I say that Destiny on this big D energy? That's making her look crazy out here because he just said he wants somebody that's feminine, not out here trying to be the man and I'm the man. What you talking about? Some big D energy? It's making it seem like you want to be walking around here with the penis, and he got it. Like, girl, let him be the man out here.
You know, so
while still presenting the tenacity in business and the drive, that's a part of the package too. You like it sounds like you're saying you like the balance of a partner who knows how to fully operate within the confines of being in a relationship while also exhibiting the boss energy in business, the boss energy in their professional life. It sounds like that's what you want.
Yes, sir.
I think what people need to hear you say, Moses, to really get it, is that it's simply and you tell me if this is the case, because I don't want to speak for you, right? But it sounds like it's simply a case of you have a stronger connection and a different motivation to be in a relationship with your wife, Sonny, than you had with Destiny. It's just a different desire, a different relationship, and it just simply is different.
Man, you could have said it better. Like, I want to say it like that, but
yeah. That's what it sounds like.
I really appreciate it. Yes, sir.
And it sounds like you have a lot of respect for the institution of marriage, right? Because you've mentioned that you wanted to show up and be present for your wife, and that you're existing and operating differently as a husband than you were as a boyfriend or a date for someone else.
Definitely, most definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And so talk to me about the future for you and Sonny, man. What do you want for the future? What do you see? What's next for you guys, Moses?
Family, kids, bigger businesses. You know, we bounce stuff off each other. You know, we growing. Like every day is something new for us. You know, it's like it's a good journey. You know, I'm learning her more. You know, and I see what she's been going through with the, you know, with her. That's her journey to tell. You know.
Yeah.
But like I say, I'm happy. I'm loving every moment of it. You know, it ain't all been all good. You know, I'm still stuff from my past. Mm-hmm. You know, got a little trauma I done been through. You know, so she's working with me on that. She let me know that husband need to get better over here. You know, be cool. You know, and that's what I need, bro. Yeah. And I kind of put her on point from my point of view too with certain situations. You got to be more cautious. Got to be more aware of your surroundings, things like that. You know. Yeah. It's on point. So it's just we sharpening each other up to where we come as one and be strong as ever, you know. So I love it, man. You know, I love it.
Come on now.
How do you like being this involved in the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville? Are you enjoying your time in the mix of the story like this?
Yes, sir. Some things get to me because it seems like people don't know me. Yeah. But like I say, it is what it is. As long as my wife know, the people around me know, they ain't calling me Moses for nothing. You know,
come on now.
A lot of people know me. I've been around with people from, you know, I took care of village, you know, so I'm good for them, you know, for the people that know me, man. I'm in high standards, you know, stamp certified, and that's all I can say, you know, 10 toes down, and I'm been that way all my life.
Yeah, I admire that, bro. Now, as a part of the cast, right, and as someone who has very clearly defined perspectives when it comes to marriage and the roles of a husband and wife, and a husband being a protector. I have to get your opinion, right, on one of the things that's been going on with the cast this season, and that is the fallout of Martel Holt's recent arrest for the threat of revenge porn and all of that that's been going on with that story. Even though you're not a part of that, what are your thoughts, Moses, on the breakdown of Martel and Melody's divorce as far as that part is concerned, and someone exhibiting that sort of behavior toward a spouse or toward an ex-spouse as a champion of marriage and as someone who feels like a husband is supposed to protect and stand in the gap for their wife? How do you feel about what you're seeing, just as a viewer and as a castmate on the show? How do you feel, Moses?
To me, I just feel like, you know, Martel dropped the ball. You know, you bring your wife on national TV as a power, strong couple. You come on as a couple of kids.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
We're back.
I don't know the situation with him and his Melanie. Yeah. Where I heard him say one time, I think she wasn't doing what he needed her to do. Okay. And the other lady, I don't know her name, but they heard Coast or whatever. Yeah.
I heard a few nicknames.
Yeah, I heard a few nicknames. But you can't let what she can do for you jeopardize your business, your family that you live with, your relationship with your kids, your relationship with your wife. You can't let that ruin everything that you worked so hard for. So he dropped the ball in that area. I don't know the whole situation. Right. The revenge porn. Come on.
Yeah. Come on, Moses.
It's just something we don't do as men, you know.
Come on.
There's certain things we don't do. Like, I don't like to disrespect a woman at all, intentionally.
Yeah. You know, here we go. Come on.
Some women I just don't do that. I get up and walk away before I do that. You know, I don't want to go to, you know, I just don't do that. Yeah. I was raised by women who told me never to do that, you know, so I never go too far. You know, you got it. You won, you know. You won, you got it. So I thought Martel was a, you know, good guy, but the couple things that he have done showed me that he's hurting, maybe, you know. Hurting, you know, so I wish him the best, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know him like that. I know Marcel and Maurice more.
Y'all know Martel gonna answer to this, don't you? Because he don't like nobody talking about his life and how he fucked up his life. You already know he gonna probably try to say something back to this damn interview about Moses. I already see the shit coming. Let's get back to it.
You know, I thought he was a good guy, but when I heard the revenge porn, it's like, come on now.
Hell no.
Yeah. It's a different line. I asked that question because I remember in the conversation that you had with Maurice and Martel's name came up, and I remember that you were vocal about there being a difference. Immediately when they brought his name up, you were like, okay, yeah, but we're different. You know what I mean? So I kind of wanted to just give you an opportunity to kind of expound on that and let people know how you were different. So again, because this is all about the perception from the fans and giving you an opportunity to kind of like tell your story in this space, in this conversation. So just wanted to give you a minute to kind of expound on that a little bit more for the fans, brother. But listen, I definitely appreciate your perspectives on all of this. Again, I think it was only fair that you got a chance to kind of just let us get to know you now that you're a part of this cast and we're seeing more of you. People have questions, man. So, all right then, bro. Well, listen, is there anything that you want to say to the fans of the show, the viewers of the show, the audience before we get out of here? Anything you want to clear up or any just words that you want to offer to the audience as we move forward?
I just want the people to just get to know us, you know. I know y'all got your own opinions, but my wife is a genuine, current person. I drop the ball, so I take full responsibility on being transparent about the cutting the relationship totally off, you know.
Yeah.
And just watch on the show. You know, we're going to give you the real us. You know, this is real life. This is not no made-up storyline. This is just what it is. Unfortunately, it came about this way, but it's real, and we're going to give you what we got, you know? And I appreciate you for having me on to get a chance to tell my side of the story, bro.
For sure, brother, man. I wish you guys the best, man. It was good talking to you, Moses. Hopefully we get a chance to chat again before the season is over.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, man. You take care.
You too.
All right, y'all. How y'all feel about this interview? How y'all feel about this? Uh-oh. Shout out. All right. How y'all feel about this interview? You know what? I really have a newfound respect now for Moses, because I think all the people really wanted to do is hear from him. A lot of people kept saying we want to hear from him, like they were hearing, like with Sonny and when he and Sonny would sit down and like interviews. I think they were hearing more of her, and I think a lot of people wanted to hear just him, his perspective, what he thought. So I have a newfound respect for him. The fact that he owned that he did not end things properly with Destiny. I'm happy that he owned that. That really makes me like him a little bit more. He's coming off a little bit more relatable as he's opening up. I like the fact that he got his own boss mentality, and he was trying to help Destiny and say, hey, let this go or do this so that you can kind of come up out of it. But Destiny just seems like he said, that big D energy. When you don't want to listen, you continue to keep hitting that same brick wall, and she's going to continue to do it. And I said it before, and I will say it again. If you messed around with this man, Moses, knowing that he had someone else, I don't put it past Destiny to have slept with Martel. And I said it. She gets mad when people ask her, what you so mad for if the shit never happened? Okay? You fumbled. You fumbled two good men. You fumbled two good men, Destiny. You really did. And that's why you sat at that table damn near about to cry, because you knew it. You effed up your relationship with LeBaric. And just like Moses said that when he saw the picture of him and Destiny, which I said, I thought that was fucked up for you to send a picture of you and your new dude to your side dude. That's some effed up mess. For what? What did you need his approval for y'all to be together? Like, what were you asking him? Like, what you think about him? Why you sending him a picture and then turn around and tell him, don't call no more? Why are you sending him pictures? Girl, Destiny was trying to have her cake and eat it too. And I feel like, and I'm just saying hypothetically, I feel like that LeBaric might have came up on some conversations that Moses and Destiny was having, and that is why he felt insecure about his relationship with Destiny and got the hell out of there, because he knew that she was trying to play him, especially when that baby came about. Because 3 weeks later, and I said before, it's very much so unheard of for a man to want a child as bad as LeBaric wanted a baby, then to get a baby. And Destiny said he didn't help take care of the baby. He didn't want to hold the baby. He didn't want to change the baby. He didn't want to bond with that baby because he knew you was playing the fuck out of him. And you were still talking to Moses, and he didn't want to continue the relationship. So you fumbled a man who was willing to take care of you. And then you fumbled Moses, who might have stuck around to try to help you out. And then who knows, maybe down the line, if you'd got your shit together, that y'all could have been something. But Destiny did not want to listen. You wanted to run up and down the road with Martel and Sheree and everybody else. Like you said, you wanted to be famous, and you're still not famous. You're still in the same place you were before you got divorced. Right after you got divorced from LeBaric. And it's a shame. And now you're looking at him and mad because he moved on and he's living his best life. And you wanted it to be you, but you didn't want to listen. Ain't nobody gonna wait on you to get your shit together like that. It don't take that long. Look at Mel, like you said, nobody bounces back that fast. Well, she gave you the roadmap, baby. She bounced right on back, and you still sitting there looking crazy. Walking around here with that damn Dottie Peoples bun on and that tight-ass revival dress, looking crazy as hell. Still struggling. Come on, some big D energy. I saw y'all put it in there, the mist. The big D energy mist. The big D energy candles. Like, girl, tone down on the big D energy and get yourself together. Because your ass shouldn't have been dating nobody anyway right after LeBert because you damaged. Destiny still have not healed from her childhood stuff. So you really shouldn't have even fucked around and got with LeBert because you were not healed then. So you messed up that situation there. You damaged somebody else in that process. Then you start messing with Moses. Your ass was still damaged from the situation with LeBert. Then you went over there and damaged over there with Moses. Now you just still sitting here just a damaged fool. And it's a mess. But that is all I got to say, y'all. That's why we say, honey, healing is fundamental. When you get out of one relationship, take some time for yourself. Destiny comes off as somebody who can't be by themselves. You holler big D energy, but you can't stand alone, Destiny. That's why you jumped out of the situation with LeBert right on over there with Moses again. That's the reason why you did it. Destiny is not as tough as she comes off to be. That's a defense mechanism. Because you saw her at that table, she almost sat there and started crying, just thinking about how she fucked up with Moses. That's a defense mechanism. She ain't that hard. Those be the first ones to want to start crying, the ones that always act like they the hardest. I've seen it so many times. Be the first ones to break down. She ain't as hard as she claims to be. Cut that big D energy mess off, child, and get yourself together out here, Destiny. I like the interview. I like the fact that he was transparent. I like Sonny and Moses. I ain't even gonna hold you, okay? It wasn't kind of effed up a little bit, maybe how they got together, how he didn't break things all the way off. Well, kind of looking at the situation, Destiny, you weren't supposed to be with him anyway, all right? He played the fuck out of you. He already had somebody, you knew it, and you still agreed to go and be with him and sleep with him and fly out every other weekend. It's a mess. The money that you were spending going out there to St. Louis, your ass could have held on to that and got your credit back right. That's what you should have done. But it is what it is. I like Sonny and Moses. I wish them the best. I hope their marriage work out. They're working on having a baby. I pray that happens for them. And it is what it is. I mean, hell. All right, so let's get on out of here, guys. Love you all down. I will see you guys later for our official pop-in, okay? See you later, guys. Thank you so much, Tyra. Thank you so much, Belle Wilson. Thank you so much, Linda Gamble, for being mods for me. Thank you so much, Chronicles with Kim K. Any other content creators, put me in the chat so I can shout you out if you guys are in the building, okay? I do remember seeing Chronicles with Kim K. If that's all, then we're going to get out of here because I'm multitasking today. I'm working and trying to get my videos out as well. Okay. So thank you all. Thank you all. Love you down. Somebody said couldn't pay teach. I love that name. Love you guys. All right. Let's get y'all some music. All right. Thanks again, guys. I will see you guys later. And bye.